Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do a little wheel polish tutorial. So here's what we're working with. Try to get the camera around here. We got some 22 by 12 fuel forged. Pretty pitted, pretty nasty. Definitely seen better days. Lots of pitting. You can see that only so much of it really rubs off. So what that means is the color you're seeing in the wheel actually isn't necessarily dirt, although some of it is. It's the metal starting to yellow and oxidize. Not sure if these are the front or back wheels. I already polished 2 of them. I didn't really pay too close of attention, so not sure if these are the worst ones, but they look all about the same. So what we're gonna do here is start sanding. We're gonna start with an 800 grit sand. We're gonna use a Makita dual action sander. We're gonna make sure that we kind of level the surface down, get some of the pitting out, a good amount of it, hopefully. All right, guys, gonna give you a little walkthrough on the tools here that I use to get my results on the process I use on each tool. So for starters, on jobs that we need it, that we are doing sanding, I use a Makita dual action sander. This is uses a 5.5 inch hook and loop pad, or hook and loop sanding disc. So that's that. Then next, go to a Makita rotary. This is not a grinder, this is a rotary. So it's got variable speed. I like to change my speed when I'm cutting, to polish and then to finish. I use different speeds for each one. This is just a little socket we use to take the nut off. Spin it on by hand, but to take it off after it's been spinning around the wheel, gets on there pretty tight, so gotta use that to get it off there. Next we move into the cutting stage. So we use a yellow wheel with a brown bar. So that really gets out all the sanding marks, or the majority of them. Brings the shine out. But leaves you with a finish that's obviously not a show finish yet, so it's still a little bit dull. So next we go and we polish that out. Polish out the scratches we just put in with the yellow pad, with the green pad wheel. So we use that with a green bar. Need to get a new bar here soon. Need to get a couple more wheels. I got a couple new ones in the box, but I need to order some new stuff next week. And then we finished it all up with the white bar. And then the white wheel, I just finished a wheel yesterday, so I left that thing on there. But yeah, so we use white wheel, white bar, and then I do a little thing where at the end I kind of go through with a hand polish and a slower speed with the white wheel. Really gets some of that polishing grime that gets on there and seems to kind of burn its way into the metal. Kind of gets that excess stuff off. And then last but not least, your safety protection. So definitely recommend gloves. Your hands will thank you. And I use a full face respirator. Not sure what brand this was. I think it might have been 3M. I can't remember though. Got it online. If you're just a hobbyist here, I started using just clear glasses, safety glasses. But you're still breathing this stuff in, man, and it's not too good. So you wanna, then I moved to a half face respirator and finally went and just got a full one. Also will keep all the stuff, it's a lot easier to take a shower when you're done too, because you're not covered in this stuff. Recommend wearing long sleeves. As you can see, I'm in a long sleeve shirt. Yeah, pants, or jeans, any type of long pants, whatever you don't care if it gets trashed. Like I said, first time I ever did this years ago, I was in just a pair of clear glasses, a shorts, and a t-shirt, and no gloves or anything, and man, I was black head to toe. It took me forever to get that stuff off, so a lot easier to clean. I wear this hat when I'm doing it, keep it out of my hair. Just keeps everything super easy to clean when it's done. So yeah, we'll get in with the process now. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and assess the wheel, figure out what parts that we wanna sand more, what parts maybe more or less don't need it as much, but mainly the parts that we want to focus on, which typically is the barrel, which we'll get into So the barrel of the wheel obviously has the most pitting. So that's what we're gonna really be focusing on here. As you can see, I always take the center calf off. Just did that. It just kind of sets you apart. I mean, I think it's just pure laziness if you don't take that off of there. I don't know how some guys get their polisher, through some of those angles and whatnot with that thing in the way, anyways. And it just ensures that every edge and whatnot is just going to be super clean and clear when it's all done. So as far as this outer lip here, just do a light sand around there unless there's any real curb rash. On this wheel, there's really no curb rash, which is a good thing. It's less work for me, and obviously cheaper for the customer, so it's a win-win. So what we're gonna do is we'll just do a light sand, knock some of the crap off of the lip of the wheel. Good heavy sand, pay a lot of attention to the inside of the wheel here, the barrel. And then the face of the wheel, which is relatively the easiest part to sand because especially on this one, it is just flat. It's not, concave like the surface of the wheel. So the pad really spins nice and freely around there, and you kind of zip through it. So, all right, well, I'm gonna get at some sanding here, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when we're about halfway done. All right, so we got the wheel sanded down. Got a lot of that pitting out of there. Still can see some, as like I said, it's just a lighter grit. But as far as all the heavy stuff, a lot of it really came out really smooth and even this out. There was, in fact, some curb rash that I didn't notice. Can't even see it anymore, obviously, because it's been removed, but it was right on this outer lip here. Got the face of the wheel good. Now when we start polishing, we're gonna take our pad. Let's use one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our pad, we're gonna work on this inside edge here. We're gonna do this and the outer lip first. Those are gonna be the two first things we do. Then we're gonna work on the inside of the wheel. Okay, we're gonna set our grain. We're gonna work inside out, we'll go up and down, try to get this and then reset it. Then we're gonna go back and forth all the way across the barrel. Gonna do slow passes, overlapping 50-50 each pass. So we go all the way around. We're gonna do that 3 times with 3 different wheels and rogues. That should leave us with our show shine that we're looking for. All right, so this is what we're left with after the first cut. You can see we're getting some shine in there. Working out all the sanding marks. Big difference so far. Next is our polishing stage. We're really gonna get rid of all these weird looking marks that you see in the camera. Those are all just from that wheel. It's just a heavier cutting wheel, so it's more abrasive, so it just kind of leaves the finish a little bit more rough. So everything's starting to shine up nice. Starting to get a reflection now. You can see things, it's not super clear, but it will be. All right, so I just got done with the polishing stage. Removed some of the marks from the cut, so there's not as many harsh scratches in it, so we're polishing those out. We got one step left to do, and that'll be finishing it up with a white pad, white rogue. That should get the last little bit of dullness out of this, and then we'll wipe it down and set the grain by hand. So this is what we're looking at right now. As you can tell, it's a little bit deeper of a shine than when it was just cut. You can still see some marks in there. I'm gonna be left with some no matter what, but we're gonna do the best we can with the next stage to really get a lot of those out of there. You can tell some of the marks from the grain of the pad. We're gonna try to work those out the best we can. All right, guys, I'll let you take a look at the finishing product here. Just finished up with the white wheel, white rogue. Got a lot of those scratches out. Turned out really good. You guys obviously remember, for me, it's been a couple hours, but for you, it's been a couple minutes from when you saw what it first looked like. And we're seeing a big difference here. Lots of shine, no more pitting, or a lot of the pitting's out. The hazing and the fading's all gone. Back to near new. So looking really good. Came out good. Hopefully the customer's happy. Should be here any minute now to pick it up. And yeah, so
anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Stay tuned. I'll be posting some more shit on anything you guys want. Got some paint corrections coming up this week, so I can maybe make some videos about that. We'll see. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, hit the like button, share it if you want. Hope this helps. Anyways, stay tuned for the next video. Thank you guys.